like, no, you know what? I'm going to start World War II and III.
It's fine.
Guys, you know when you're playing with that girl. Maybe when we're going over 5 years.
Okay. That's reasonable.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's reasonable. Yeah. I mean, there's no... everyone's different also. There may be financial constraints as well, which is a real thing. I think also we need to give our men grace for that, especially our black men. You know, you guys have gone through a lot.
That's why I used to say she was a queen. Remember? I take that back. Yeah, carry on. Yeah.
But I do here, I have to advocate in a very genuine way. Seriously, our black men have gone through so much. And financially, it's almost impossible to try empower yourself, even when you try. You know, the system's against you. You know, people don't have support from the government. You have 400 years of being, you know, oppressed. Where is this money going to come from? You know? And so we do have to give our fellow black men grace. And if you can see the intention is to do better, you know, and make someone something serious, you know, that's a good guy.
Yeah.
And I mean that genuinely. I always say that, like, black men, particularly I'm going to speak about South Africa because I'm proudly South African. You guys are up against so much.
And you know, like, I think it's interesting because we never have these conversations. And the rhetoric and the narrative out there is like, I am not Bob the Builder. I'm not building any man. And we're not saying take a guy that's a bum, that has no vision, that has no ambition, and make him your man. But it's like everyone is still working on themselves. I think we judge each other like very harshly. We're looking for people who are already made or who are like already perfect. And I think that's why there's so much miscommunication between males and females.
So well said. I mean, obviously now there's more pressure because of social media. So there's this misconception that there should be no struggle. Or just, you know, get the bag. And that's not realistic. In a real world, you know, an everyday world, you're trying the best you can. You know, but also there needs to be, there's concrete evidence about this. You know, there's law pre-94 about this, where there's the Mine Workers Act, the Migrant Workers Act, for example, where, you know, miners, had to leave provinces, you know, like, for example, KZN to Johannesburg and avoid LTildos. And, you know, but it was like a real thing where you're leaving your family. So already the apartheid system was intentionally breaking our families, you know. It's not a coincidence that a place like South Africa and the diaspora, wherever there was a lot of oppression in that intensity, you know, and a lot of the oppressors being and living amongst black people, where you see broken homes. You know, because it was there. There was a system that ensured that. So we need to be smart, and I want to speak to the youth here because I'm very passionate about the youth, that we need to understand what it is. So if you look on social media, you'll hardly get any other people of any other race, and not to make this about race, but it's the truth, where they're not hating on their men, you know, and men aren't hating on their women. Why is it that it's us?
It is a black thing.
It's a black thing.
Let's not even try sugarcoat it.
But we were never like this.
Let's say it how it is.
How it is. But pre-colonialism, we loved each other. You know what I'm saying? We held each other in high regard, the matriarch, the patriarch. So there's a system. And if you fall for that system, you've fallen victim to a bigger thing, you know, that's trying to divide us. We need to love one another.
Every day is gender wars on social media.
So when black people, for example, when a fellow black person, I'm not saying this happens, but I'm just giving an example, comes after, say, a Zakes and I, they're not understanding that they're part of the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Can you expand that more?
Oh, absolutely. Where we need to see more homes where people love each other. Not perfect homes, but just to love each other. So we are...
And can I say...
Yeah, please.
Love, people, we're not leading with love in 2025. Most, like, I can ask 90% of, like, females, what are you looking for in a man? Like, love has become to the back now. It's like other things have come to the forefront. Yes, a man still needs to be a provider because that's what a man does. But it seems to be the only thing that matters these days. Like, how someone is he respectable? Does he come from a good family? Is his moral compass intact? Does he have integrity? None of these things matter no more.
And I don't... Yeah.
What now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Mshayeli.
Yeah, so those things don't matter no more.
Yeah.
You know, like we finding like young ladies that would date a criminal as long as the criminal is paying for rent. So, like, I just want us to have a different conversation with you because it's like, I think you can like literally give a lot of young females insight and offer them a different perspective to what they're hearing every day on social media. It's always the same message. And I feel like we have responsibility as like people who are a little bit older to give them a different side or give them a holistic side. Because I think we're looking at it maybe from one angle.
Yeah.
There's still other sides.